Guys, welcome back to another video. It is me, Mysterious Cameraman, and today I'm talking about Menacing Studios Fan Film Fest panel. So I know Fan Film Fest was like 2 weeks ago. I ran it, I'm aware, but it just took a long time for me to get around to this video. So I'm going to talk about everything Menacing Studios discussed at Fan Film Fest. Before we get into it, if you haven't already seen the teaser trailer for my own fan film, Captain America: The Taskmaster Trials, it's on my channel now, and watch out for a new trailer or the official trailer that might come out next weekend. Now, let's get into the video. So I'm going to be going in categories, kind of how they did the panel of each film. First they talk. Oh my god, that scared me. I do not know what they're doing outside, but I just heard a massive boom. That was crazy. Okay, let's talk about it. I guess that was like the intro. Yippee. Let's talk about it. So, Daredevil, the First Defender, is directed by the Kingpin actor. It seems interesting. He seems to have a very good grip on the character. However, I think the film is going to have an issue that I think some films do have that are especially fan films, that they are going to favor the villain. So they're going to make the villain extremely overpowered. And kind of like in my film, Captain America: The Taskmaster Trials, I love Taskmaster, and I'm playing Taskmaster, and I'm directing. So with all that, and it feels a lot like the Kingpin thing, with Kingpin directing, liking the character, and playing it. And I know from directing Taskmaster Trials, it isn't the easiest and things like that. So I am excited to kind of see how they're really going to go about that thing. And they did talk about an intro with things like Frogman and Frogman being murdered. I do think it's interesting. I really do think it's interesting. And the other thing is they're going for a gore effect, which I think is good. But from what we've seen from Menacing Studios, the 3 Marvel fan films we've seen, 2 of them have not been the greatest in Ant-Man: The Beginning and Hobgoblin. Beyond Negative was very good. However, what I kind of see is that Joel Harris is a very good director. And I don't know about this Kingpin director, but I am kind of worried that for the projects like the Guardians of the Galaxy the musical, Black Widow, things like that, if they do not have directors who know that they can do it, it's going to be Ant-Man: The Beginning all over again. And it's not to say Ant-Man: The Beginning was so awful. However, Menacing Studios is capable of so much more in things like Spider-Man Bounty. But Ant-Man, oh my god. Daredevil, the First Defender seems very interesting, and I am excited for it. I am a bit worried to see how it comes out. I think it's the next film in the thing, though. But overall, I'm excited to see how it turns out. Next, we have, I guess we'll go Spider-Man Bounty. I'm excited for this film. Spider-Man Beyond Negative proved to be a very good Spider-Man fan film, and I am excited to see how this goes. I'm not really worried that this film's going to be bad at all. Compared to, like, anything else I do not feel like is Spider-Man related, I think Joel Harris has a very good grasp on the character. So I'm not really worried about this film being bad at all. The one thing I am a bit worried about is how the villains are Harry Osborn, Flash Thompson, and Kingpin. I feel like that's an interesting villain lineup, and they have to do something with it. Also, Miles Morales is in it. That's something that definitely is interesting to me. I'm very interested to see how they're going to tie that in. Overall, I actually don't have much to say about it. It seems interesting, however, it's nothing that's like, wow, right now. I kind of just am like a bit skeptical. I'm like not skeptical. I'm just excited, but I have nothing to really say about it because I know it's going to be good. We're going to talk about next Ant-Man Into the Quantum Realm. This is what I have a lot to say about. Ooh. They first said a few things about Ant-Man in the beginning. They did say around a month ago that they were going to make a video talking about how kind of like fell apart, kind of what I did with Kingpin at the time. They haven't done that yet. I don't even know if they are going to. If they don't, that's fine. But with not Quantum Mania, Into the Quantum Realm, it does seem they're going to Joel Harris really realized that Ant-Man the Beginning was not well received. I'm going to go do some looking now on YouTube, but I believe that Ant-Man the Beginning is their worst film. Yeah, Ant-Man the Beginning got 160 views. Beyond Negative got 2.7k. Yeah, Ant-Man the Beginning and Hobgoblin 2.3. And Ant-Man the Beginning got 160. It completely failed. Like, even my fan film was doing better at that point, and that's saying something. And for a studio that's like almost 300 subscribers, 160 views for a pretty decent fan film isn't great. And I think one of the main reasons is that it wasn't promoted enough. If I look, there's one teaser trailer, a suit-up clip, and that's literally all they have. That's all they talk about. There's 3 videos on it, 4, and then it releases. It felt very rushed, and it was not well received, so it didn't get views. And I think that is something that really failed with Ant-Man in the beginning. It was not well received, and it didn't get views. So I think, first off, Joel Harris directing it and giving a lot more stuff, like giving more everyone to know about it and stuff, I think that's going to help it. I think they also need views for it. I think if it doesn't do well, I think it could heavily hurt it. And I cannot see how it's as bad. Like, in beginning, it had a failed Taskmaster and Ant-Man. But in the second one, they have Ant-Man. They have an Ant-Man variant, Wanda Maximoff, Doctor Strange, Hope Van Dyne. I don't see how the sequel could really do bad. But I think the only way it could really fail is if they don't know how to promote it well, and if it isn't interesting. Because I also feel like since Beyond Negative, no one's really been watching, like Menacing Studios' views have gone down, in my opinion. Because even Welcome to Westhaven also has, 126 views. So I think there's something going on with Menacing Studios, but I hope it is figured out, though, because I think if these views number continue with 160, I do not see how the series can continue for so long. Moving on, so I'm excited for Ant-Man Into the Quantum Realm. I know I spoke a lot about Menacing Studios in that one, but overall I'm just really excited for Quantum Realm. I think there's a lot to be shown. I think Doctor Strange is going to be good. I think Wanda's going to be good. I hope they can really redeem Ant-Man. Moving on to the miscellaneous category, Ghost Rider Spirit of the West. That's what I'm interested in. I couldn't care less. I do not really care for the character of Ghost Rider, so it's not the type of thing I'm, dying to see. However, I'm not against seeing it either. I'm, excited to see. I think it's going to be a very good fan film. Avengers Initiative. This is one I'm a bit skeptical of. I do not think that I think they can definitely succeed at it. I think they don't know how they're going to succeed at it right now. I think they're very, will we do it? How are we going to do it? Things like that. Moving on to Black Widow. This is what I really want to talk about. I think it's first off directed by someone who I do not think we've seen before, who I believe is also Black Widow. That's interesting. And the moment when they said Taskmaster is going to be the villain, my heart literally dropped. First off, my fan film's using Taskmaster, it's whatever. But second, I feel like Taskmaster was not done well in Ant-Man at the beginning. And I know how they say he's going to be intimidating, things like that. I think that there's a chance that fails. And that is what worries me, because Taskmaster is not easy to master. I know that from my fan film. But what I hope is that he does, and first off my fan film and their fan film, because I do want to see good interpretation to that character. It's clear that people like him, but he hasn't really been shown well. And I really try to execute that, but I know that if I really want to see a successful Taskmaster. And if I can't do it, I want Menacing Studios to. So I hope Taskmaster is done well. However, I don't think I really want it to be. But right now, I'm very worried about it. Finally, we have Guardians of the Galaxy the musical. I'm excited for it. I've always been excited for it. I think it's a very fun idea, and I think it's going to be very well, especially if they're taking things from Rogers. Besides that, thank you so much for watching this video. If you haven't already seen the teaser trailer for my own fan film, Captain America: The Taskmaster Trials, that's on my channel now. Besides that, thank you so much for watching this video. See you guys in the next one. Bye, guys.